Shake up at the state agency tasked with protecting and serving all Texans, the Department of Public Safety.
Just last month, we told you about a federal lawsuit filed in Austin alleging a culture of corruption, DPS. This just weeks after a KXAN investigation revealed hundreds of official allegations of harassment and discrimination at the agency the past 5 years.
And now, as investigator Brittany Glass tells us, the DPS is restructuring how they handle such allegations and prioritizing what they say is their greatest resource, their people.
That's exactly right, Aaron. Robert, inside sources at the Texas Department of Public Safety tell KXAN because of our investigation into those allegations, DPS is making these structural changes from the top. But as whistleblowers continue to come forward to us, some say they're not sure these changes will be enough. This Department of Public Safety whistleblower says there are concerns the state agency doesn't take its employees' complaints seriously.
People walk in feeling as though this is probably not going to go anywhere.
To investigate allegations of harassment, sexual harassment, discrimination, and retaliation, DPS has relied on Inspector General Rhonda Fleming and a dispute resolution office. An office the whistleblower says they didn't trust.
It's an action that most people try to avoid.
They were concerned about whether it was truly in an employee's best interest to report, with serious fears about potential retaliation if employees did.
Everyone's far too afraid to speak up.
All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed same sign. Motion passes. Thank you.
At the state's most recent Public Safety Commission meeting, commissioners approved the creation of the new Human Resource Operations Division at DPS. Director Stephen McCraw recommended the change.
In terms of recruiting, hiring, performance, promotion, you also have to look at in terms of dispute resolution, EEO, all of those things, and align those things in one area. We believe that could be a great benefit to the Department of Public Safety.
DPS says the Office of the Inspector General will now work with the new HR division to continue to share EEO responsibilities. Director McCraw recommended Chief General Bowie to lead it.
Who's highly qualified for it, and I know he'll do a great job for us in the area that matters most for the Department of Public Safety, our people.
Brittany Glass, KXAN Investigates.
The new division will also evaluate the agency's efforts and successes in recruiting a diverse workforce and will establish a leadership assessment process. There are nearly 10,000 people working at the DPS now, but just 40% are women. Minorities make up even fewer numbers. 13% of workers there are African American. For a full breakdown of allegations and our analysis of state employment data, check out this story, Protect and Serve, in the investigative section of KXAN.com.
The DPS just released a study from the University of North Texas about department traffic stops and race. KXAN investigators first brought this to your attention in a story 3 years ago. State troopers were recording the wrong race of minority drivers during traffic stops. The agency admitted racial profiling stats were flawed. At the request of the Department of UNT looked at traffic stop data from last year. This new study did not recommend any changes based on this recent data. However, following this study, DPS announced the launch of a new program. It will identify trends and potential outliers by troopers that could include possible racial profiling.